Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. I am on my second cup of jasmine green tea, and so I thought I would go ahead and just kind of get started on my day. I have not had breakfast yet, so I am going to probably get started on that. I'm getting started a little early on just kind of working on doing things, but I also need to pack this week. I am leaving Thursday. I have to be ready by 9 o'clock. I'm going on a 4-day trip, and I went on to this vegetarian festival, and I got these peanut butter cookies, and then I am already halfway done with this, but it's this gluten-free lemon blueberry curd type cake, and this is okay. I like the lemon cake part, but the blueberry whipped cream is I feel like it could be sweeter, but that's just me. And then I also got this raspberry lemon fig cake, and it is, I'm not sure how I'm gonna like it because it has coconut water in it and coconut oil, and I'm not super big on coconut water, coconut oil, but I love figs, I love lemon, I love raspberry, so that was part of why I wanted to try it. So we will see how it does. It does smell really good, so we will see. 2 jars. It's this Flower Child granola, and it's literally just rolled oats, sliced almonds, unsweetened coconut flakes, olive oil, maple syrup, light brown sugar, golden raisins, sesame seeds, sea salt, and nutmeg. It is so good, and I got the mason jars this time rather than getting bags, but it is so good. That is pretty much everything. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I actually brought to bring home from the festival. And then I really didn't get anything else, and so I have off. So my plan is to also run to this one store that I know is open on Monday, and I've been meaning to stop by there because they've been holding something for me, and I want to take it on this trip, so I'm even more I need to go there, and I need to pack for the trip. I have not, so I will bring you along as I pack. And I've also been getting really into art again, so I might end up doing some more artwork. I finally finished one of my art goals that I wanted to do I've been really into drawing fall, different fall things. So I did a fox. I watched different videos because I am not skilled in artwork. So I did one that was a fall fox, and I really love Art Hub. They're really helpful because it's meant for kids, but when you are someone like me who is not skilled in art, it is helpful, and then I can go and color it. I like watching Mura Blyer because she's very skilled in art, but she helped kind of pop ideas in my head of things that I can do, and I'll just kind of maybe translate it a little differently based on something that I might want to do that maybe is a little different from her, or it's the same thing but just more easier for me. I also really want to make I want to get a pumpkin and do the pressed flowers and or the dried leaves and do the glue on the pumpkin. But that biodegradable glue that you can literally just give the pumpkin away, or compost it, or give the pumpkin to a pig farm, to the animal sanctuaries. Yeah, but that is pretty much everything right now. I don't have a whole lot going on right now. I'm trying to make the best of today and just like do some cleaning. I did laundry yesterday, so my goal is to probably just like clean other things and then to really just, yeah, I will see you guys soon for breakfast. I am back. I am having Silk almond milk yogurt with some of the Flower Child granola. If you look, this is what it looks like. It is super good. And then I am also finishing off my tea. But after I finish off my yogurt and I finish my tea, I will probably just go ahead, water my plants, and then start getting ready for the day. So that is pretty much what I have for you until we start moving on to getting ready for the day. I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, I am back from my little trip of shopping or whatever, and also picking herbs. I wanted to just show you what I got. I got some fuzzy socks. The girl that I buy these from, I already have like 2 pairs, and I try to like limit it myself to like 2 pairs, maybe 3. But I for some reason really love the clouds, and these fuzzy socks are like so comfortable. I don't even know how to describe how comfortable they are. And like I love just wearing them around the house. I am not a fuzzy sock person who like can sleep in fuzzy socks, but I am definitely a person who, once it gets cold outside, I love to just wear them around the house and, just come home from work and just go ahead and put on all the cozy stuff, especially on the weekend. And then now they are selling ones that are more like, at your ankle, which I love because I personally wear ankle socks. I love the long size, but I also just love ankle socks. So I got a couple of pairs of new fuzzy socks just because my fuzzy socks are kind of weighing on me, and I already have a pair of fuzzy socks that I think it's time to say goodbye to, and they are just not doing very well anymore. I think they're kind of on their last limb. It's a different brand, which is probably why. This is the sweatshirt that I have been wanting. I saw it in blue first, and then it was in a small left. Or it was a small is all they had, and it was so uncomfortable. Like, I love my stuff really nice and big, and so this is what I got, because now I was able to get it in a different color, and this is definitely more my style, is like to have it be more meant for, like, it goes with everything, and on the front it has the smiley face, and it says all are welcome, and then on the back it has like definitely that 90s hippie vibe of like the smiley faces with the flower, and it just I love what it says. I am going on like a spiritual trip, so I just wanted to take this sweatshirt with me because it just says everyone's welcome, God's house, and grace, love, 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 eternal life, forgiveness, hope, redemption, peace, all sorts of like cute stuff. And I just knew that this was definitely something, and it says God's house on it. I was like, I wanted it like in the blue. I was willing to get the blue, and then when it came out in this, I was like, I had them like order me one just so that then I could get it because I wanted it. It came just in time for the trip, so I'm excited about that. But that is what I like. So I did go to a thrift store, and I did get some paintbrushes. I'm not sure that I like love them, but I figured we'll give them a little cleanup and then just use them until, like, give them a new life until they no longer are usable. They honestly, I've never heard of, like, it doesn't even tell you what brand it is. Like, it definitely seems like they're very cheap, but, I mean, $24 for, 8 brushes. I think it's like 7 brushes in here, 8 or 7 brushes, so it's like, I think that's worth it, just to use them until they, like, are officially or, like, no good. And I'm not, like, super artistic, so I feel like, I try to buy paintbrushes from thrift stores, and I do have a couple of really good ones, but I usually only use those for my, like, acrylic paint anyways.
Whereas like these I can use for the water paint and for watercolor and use for like other things. I really just like kind of like to keep my my nice brushes I use really only for that I got from a thrift store. That would have cost me like more than $1, but I only had to pay $1 for them at the thrift store. I only use those for like acrylic paint that is more like, I feel like you want to like do really good at it. But then I got some herbs. I got a lot of chocolate mint tea, but what I'm thinking is I really loved the way it smelled for some reason. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to also look up I was trying to see if I could get twine at the thrift store, but this thrift store is not as good as some of the other ones, but this is the one I can walk to. And so I am thinking, I have yarn though, so I'm like, I don't see why I can't use like yarn. And I'm thinking I might try to take some of this chocolate mint and actually like dry it so that I can have it just be something that helps like make the house smell good or like the kitchen smell better. But then I also want to try it in tea, and then I also got a little bit of spearmint, not as much. I feel like probably went a little overboard on the chocolate mint, but the recipe I found is like you needed a lot. So I just went ahead, like you needed like 16 leaves, so I just went ahead and grabbed a bunch. I really didn't, that is pretty much it. Like, I honestly will probably go ahead and get started on lunch, but it's just because I have to cut up some vegetables and then cut up the sausage, or the vegan sausage. Tofurkey was on sale, so I went ahead and got that. Which is like not my favorite because it's a little bit more like oily than some of the other brands I prefer. The field roast is probably like my favorite that I can find in the store. But try to save money here and there, right? So my thought is to probably use 2 sausages. I'm gonna put one in my spaghetti because I forgot to get vegan meatballs and I don't have any of the ingredients really to make like meatballs from scratch. So my thought is to probably go ahead and use a little bit of sausage, like at least one sausage link in my spaghetti for tonight. And that is pretty much everything so far. I honestly kind of want to look up, I am loving that Mirror Lake book, by the way. That is actually the 3rd in the Shady Hollow series. I highly recommend this series. It is so good. It's also such a nice like book series for when you just want like a cozy book that is not like super stressful, but you can also really get into. And it's also just great for this time of year. So time to get working on lunch, and then I am honestly thinking I might look up some ideas for a movie or something to watch. I may sit outside and read. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling like now I just want to like cuddle and like watch something. Fall, have some hot cinnamon tea. But I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys. So I did a little bit of research, and it says that basically for the dry-in, you will just rinse them off a little bit. And so I don't have garden shears. That's something I probably should invest in at some point or either ask for Christmas. I just have scissors, which I'm going to just use scissors to cut anything like the roots off.
this is the spearmint. I really just wanted to get a little bit of both. I've been really like, I love peppermint tea, but sometimes I just want like plain mint tea. So that was kind of my, but the chocolate mint smells amazing. I don't know what it is about the smell, but I really like it. So my thought was to actually get some of it to dry. But then also I want to try it as tea. So, because you can have this as tea as well. But I'm sure it already has started the drying process a little bit because I sat outside for a little bit and tried to read. But I also kind of felt like maybe I was sitting in a place that I shouldn't be. And, I want to be adventurous, but maybe that's just not me. I don't know. So basically, I'm just going to give these a little bit of a rinse. And now they're a little wet. And it said to just like use a towel. I'm going to use this one. Because this is like the one I've been using for when I am doing stuff like bread or just, I'm going to do a small one for right now. I'm like paranoid about how much to do. It didn't really say anything about like how much to do or anything. So I don't have twine, and the like thrift store that I went to did not have twine. So my thought is honestly to just go ahead and like really just stick with probably stick with the whole like yarn aspect, because I have tons of yarn because I do like to knit. And so my thought is just to take some yarn and tie it and then hang it for when it dries. But I am going to let it sit out first before I to start the drying process. But then of course the other thing I want to try doing is actually making tea. So that is the other thing I'm going to try doing. So we will get started on that. I already have my lunch in the oven. It has to cook for like 25 minutes. I saved 2 of the sausages and saved those to have, because I don't know, like if I end up deciding to go ahead and cook another sausage, then I will. But I'm also like, realistically, I only need lunch for today, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I don't need a whole lot, and I probably will end up freezing some of my lunch. So, and I also would kind of like to have at least one turkey in the spaghetti. So I will show you what it looks like when we are done. But I'm gonna look at the recipe again for how to make tea. I am using my phone because I am letting my battery charge. It was getting low, so I wanted to go ahead and let it charge rather than be like working on the video. Alright, so the recipe says to do 2 cups of filtered water, which I don't have, like, I just have town water. So we are just gonna do simply just the water from the sink. And then to do 15 fresh mint leaves. I honestly just grabbed a bunch, so we are just gonna go ahead and pick off the leaves. Honestly, we probably got more than we needed to, but I really didn't know. My hope is to actually dry this, and then like maybe I can use it, like make more of this. Don't know if you can do that. Let me know in the comments if you know. I have definitely been this has been like something I've been really interested in for a while now, but I've just never really gotten involved in. I actually have a tea book that I love that is like literally about all sorts of different teas and what they're good for. And so like I have not like read through the entire thing, but I really enjoy it. And that one kind of looks gross. But I do really enjoy tea, and like I do go through phases where I really enjoy coffee, but I also started on coffee first before I drank tea. One thing I'm struggling with picking this off is the whole like aspect of okay, I'm having to like pick some of this off, but yeah, I think that should be it. I'm really like, so it comes, there we go, that's okay. I found a better, I don't know why I'm like having such a hard time with this. But honestly, the herb garden, like when you, in the video, like, I mean, it's like very overgrown, and some of it is like, because I guess people aren't going and picking it enough, but like, I just decided to have some fun with it. I've always been curious about it before, but I've never like, I of course have my own herbs, but I have like all the herbs that are, I'm just realizing looking through the window that one of my tomatoes is ready, or almost ready, which excites me. But anyways, totally off topic. But yeah, I've always been interested in this. That's definitely 15 leaves. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this because I don't tend to like sweet teas. I tend to be more of like I like hot cinnamon. So I like cinnamon and I like cardamom tea, but I'm not big on like the actual like chocolate flavored teas. It was just that chocolate mint smelled so good and like it sounded kind of appealing. So I just was like, why not try it? Alright. And so then you add some sort of sweetener. So you can do sugar or honey, and it's optional. So because I'm making this from scratch, I actually do think I might add a sweetener. And I personally think I'm gonna go with so I don't have honey. Kind of want to do, I don't have honey, but I have Octave. I personally don't tend to buy honey. I just have a lot of Octave. So we're going to do this. This is kind of what tends to go in my tea if I do want a sweetener in it. Anyways, because I don't like to have a lot of sugar on hand. So it says 1 to 2 teaspoons. I actually just used a teaspoon. Well, this one's the 1/2. We'll just use that. There we go. So I'm just starting off with 1.5 teaspoons because I actually prefer not a super sweet tea anyways. And like I actually don't put anything in my tea. I just, because I am making this from scratch, basically, or it feels like I am, I'm like, let's just start off and It does say you can put ice in it, but since I want to try it as a hot tea, I'm not going to put ice in it. And it says then like the 2 lemon slices and fresh lemon juice. I'm just going to like, so let's see. Okay, so you, oops, I was supposed to bring the water to boil first. I see. Okay. Well, so I guess. Well, so this is how what I normally use. So that totally caught me off guard. I should have paid more attention. I do this sometimes where I don't always like read the instructions first. I'm wondering if you could just like, man. Okay. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna try getting it out first. Alright. So we gotta boil the water. But we already have the pot that I can use. So I'm just gonna like boil the water in this. And then, because this goes over 2 cups of water, so I don't see why you can't do it this way. And then just like put the pot back on. We're gonna try that, and then if that doesn't work, we will do it the other way. We'll start over, because I did get a lot of chocolate mint, but now I feel like that was a smart idea, because this is my first time. But thankfully, the herb garden is actually really close to my apartment, so I can go there and have fun. And I feel like the chocolate mint and the spearmint I will enjoy personally. Like, as you saw, there was lavender. I'm not a lavender girl. The water is boiling and lunch is ready. You got some yellow pepper, lots of onion, and lots of spices and sauces, red wine vinegar, oregano, basil, olive oil. I can't even tell you the other stuff. I don't even know. Black pepper, salt, red pepper flakes, and then this is tofurkey Italian sausage. I just did 2 of them, and we will see how it goes. I have not had this recipe in a long time, but I thought it would be a simple, easy recipe for the next couple of days. So we are back. I'm just having myself a later lunch. It's 1 o'clock, not super late. This is what it looks like. My tea is steeping, so we will give it a taste for y'all. See how it is. I've got myself some water. I am thinking we are going to try out these brushes, and maybe I have on my list of things to watch Casper, so kind of thinking I might do that. And try that tea. I honestly am like very much in the fall vibe, so I am thinking we're gonna do that. Surprisingly,
It's not as oily as it's been in the past. When I had it in the past, it had way more olive oil to it, or it just was way more oily. So I love that it's a lot more fresh tasting. I also did more vegetables though than the recipe called for. Because I did 2 peppers and then the onion. So that could be it. Whereas in the past I have followed the recipe very specifically, I think. Um, um, I'm a lot more comfortable with cooking now than I was last time I tried this. Because I think last time I ever used this recipe, I was it was a long time ago. So that was my timer for my tea. So we are going to have to taste that in a minute. But I do want to finish lunch. And so, but I will probably pour myself a cup. And I will see you guys in a little bit. I am back and we are going to test out these new brushes. They are a little dusty and the rubber bands are so old apparently. But I feel although they are a little on the cheaper side, they will be good for water paint especially, and then some of the thicker ones I definitely could use for acrylic. And I'd rather give brushes a second life than completely just buy new ones and ask for new ones for, Christmas or something. I am watching Casper while painting. I'm not sure what I want to paint it, but I have my chocolate mint tea. And it is delicious. I think it's so good. It is not as warm as I expected it to be, but it's probably just because it's been sitting for a while. And so probably next time, if I want it to be extra hot, we will do it with the pot. But I just figured, I can boil it really fast using my actual teapot. So it is good. I did take some of the leaves out because I didn't really want them all. So I actually have some extra tea left. So unless I decide to drink it all, now I might just try to find a container and save it. Because I'd rather not throw it away. So that is me right now. I am looking at probably getting, not sure what I want to do yet. Just know I feel like trying out these brushes. I think we're going to watch Casper. So I am just enjoying a cozy afternoon. And I also still need to put my lunch in a container as well. So I will see you guys soon.
This is fabulous. You could just do so much with it. It's a bit spooky.
Tips. I am going to just finish up watching Casper. There's only about 20 minutes left. And I am going to go ahead and end this video here because we are already like definitely at a very long point. But I did not realize it was going to be so long. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have all sorts of other ideas of things that I want to try for other videos and different recipes. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye!